do have a great second option tonight, Miss Lindsey Scharmyn of Rogue Ways. Of course, the host of Day Zero. How you doing tonight, Lindsey?
I'm great. How are you doing, Execute? It's good to be here.
Y- Yeah, doing good, doing good. We're doing a Halloween special for you guys. We're doing a was it a simulcast? Is that what they call it? Is it a
I used to call it
simulcast?
a swap cast. Simulcast is way better though. Makes more sense.
Oh, okay, okay. We're swap cast, simulcast. We're casting to multiple locations.
We're
Hopefully
casting
everybody's
in
getting the feed. Yeah.
multiple dimensions. Like you don't even know where we are.
Yes, yes, this is true. This is true. So hopefully the stream will go well. Hopefully everything. I don't think I've done this many at one time. I think I'm at 6 different locations
Ooh.
at one time. Yeah. So we hope everything goes well. We hope everybody's doing good tonight on this Halloween night. It's not a full moon tonight, right? No full moon.
Tomorrow is the new moon, I believe. So black moon,
Okay.
nothing moon, empty
Okay. So
moon.
you know a little. Yeah, you know a little bit more about that than I do. Give us the background on that new moon, black moon. We want to
It's
know.
so okay. From my perspective, the new moon is the time where you start things. It's new, right? It's empty. It's full of potential. Anything can happen. The full moon is when like whatever you had started at the new moon has come to fruition, and then you like stop doing things, right? So like as far and that can be anything. It could be like starting new ventures or whatever. But that's just me. I don't know. Everyone has their different take on like phases of the moon and when you should and shouldn't start things or whatever. Tomorrow is new moon in God. I think it's Pisces for the normal folk. But I do like a weird type of astrology that I follow that almost no one does. So then I think it's Aries. Let me just figure this out first.
Mhm.
Masteringthezodiac.com is where I go. That's where the true sidereal astrology is laid out by Athen Commenti, and he says, let's see, it's a new moon, and oh, okay, it's Virgo and Libra tomorrow. So Virgo would
Okay.
be like getting your stuff together, having all the details in order, being really organized and on top of things. And Libra would be being very balanced between especially like various viewpoints and not going to extremes. So kind of like playing it real safe and being really organized on top of things would be a good energy of things to start tomorrow. That's actually really good energy to start anything, I would say. But like normal astrology, which is called tropical astrology, which is what every single person, if you know like what your sign is or anything, like it's tropical astrology.
Hmm.
And tropical astrology says the new moon tomorrow is, we'll see. I think it's Pisces. Scorpio, my bad, Scorpio. Yeah, so then that would mean like fiery, might cut you, beware of saucy energy. Scorpios.
Saucy. Okay. Is that
Yeah.
is that is that not to be confused with like no LGBTQ plus, right?
I
Nothing
mean,
like that. Not that type of saucy.
they're not. I don't know. I don't want to give them the
Are they
honor
saucy?
of being called that type of saucy. That's
Oh, okay.
that's just
Okay. So
like
this is a different type of
shitty
saucy.
catty. Yeah.
Okay.
My bad, all
All
the
right. So,
LGBTs out there.
hey, look. It's no offense. All right. I mean, y'all are good people too. All right.
You gotta own it.
Most of you. Most of you.
Most of the time.
Well,
I
we
just
got
learned
we got.
today. This
Mm-hmm.
is very non-Halloween information, by the way. But Harvey Milk, he's
That's
like
okay.
this. I don't know if you know Harvey Milk. I don't. I barely know Harvey Milk. I know Harvey Milk exists because there was a movie called Milk about Harvey Milk, and it's like gay activists, gay rights activists in like the 60s or 70s or whatever. Everybody's like, "Oh, Harvey Milk, he's so great. He did so much for the gay rights." And then today, I learned from the account Gays Against Groomers that he's a pedophile. They're like, "No, we shouldn't be celebrating
Oh.
this guy." Yeah.
Oh.
So down with Harvey Milk.
Isn't that what you always find out? Isn't that the way it usually is?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's like, yeah, man, yeah, but this is a good guy, and then you get around to it, it's like, what's my man? Not Dave. What's the Subway guy? Subway
Oh
guy,
yeah. That
man, lost his weight and then
yeah.
kitty porn. You're like,
Yeah.
shit. Don't worry, he been talking about you eating footlongs all this time, and he was doing something a little extracurricular behind the scenes. So Man, it's some
So
bad stuff
bad.
around there. Lindsey.
Yes.
Now moons, okay. These new moons and stuff. Does it have an effect on people's psyche? Do people start wigging out when we got full moons?
Y-
That's the running thing.
Yeah.
If you go into actual movies and things, full moon, werewolf. But when you have full moons, usually people start get wigging out a little bit. Is that the case?
Dude, it's full moons and it's new moons. So it's weird because they're totally
Okay.
opposite things, right? And they're every 2 weeks or so you're gonna have like some craziness. And this is the thing. I looked into this, right? Because I'm very much in the woo world, but I'm there as like the skeptic who has to have evidence in order to accept anything. So my mom worked in an emergency room, and she was actually the one who first told me, like, no, it's a real thing. Like on full moon days, we have way more chaos and way more people showing up with way more traumatic injuries, usually because they're doing stupid stuff, right? It's like their own fault. And I was like, that can't be real. No, there's actual research that shows that on full moons, everything is crazy. Like people get injured more. There's more chaos. People acting a fool left and right. So it's a real thing. And here's the weirdest part to me.
Hmm.
There's actually research that shows that parasite activity is highest at full moons. What?
Hmm.
And at night in general. So it's like a night energy, like moon affected organism. That's crazy, dude.
Hmm.
So
Parasites. Okay.
parasites. So I mean, like, I'm not saying these two things have to be connected, but like they could be.
Right. Well, yeah. There's always potential. You don't want to ever rule anything out. I always say
No.
I'm leaving everything on the table.
Yeah.
You know, until further information comes out. But hey, I'm not a. Are you a big nighttime fan? Like some people love the night. You know.
I'm not like opposed to it. I like stargazing and stuff, but I love
Okay.
sleep, so I'm gonna be in bed. I'm like a 9-10 hours if I can get it sort of person. Like 8 is good
Oh,
enough.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. 9, 10 hours. Woo.
Yeah,
Like a
I'm a
five,
weirdo.
6 hour guy.
I think
Five,
more
six hour.
people are on your side of things than my side of things. I think more people are
Hmm.
like
Yeah,
5,
that's.
6.
I, I don't know. My girlfriend's asleep right now. She- it hits 9 o'clock. She's like, I gotta go to bed.
I
Said I need at
wonder
least 8.
I wonder if it's
I need
a
at least 8.
male female thing.
So it could be potentially. It could be potentially. Might need
I'm
a
just
little bit
like,
more,
dude,
a little
why
bit
wouldn't I
extra
want to
sleep.
sleep? I want to dream. That's like the best part of life. Like, yeah, I want to sleep. I want to sleep for as long as
Oh,
possible.
okay. So now you hit on dreams. Now you hit on dreams. Have you had any of these crazy dreams? Have you had any horror dreams, like almost like night terror type dreams? People talk about the night terrors where you like wake up and you're like shaking, like it was almost real. Have you had any of those before?
I had my ex fiance was a night terror person, so I've been with people who wake up in the middle of the night and are like punching and kicking and screaming and like freaking out pretty regularly. Like it was on almost every night, sort of thing. I was like genuinely
Oh,
terrified. I would just sort of like roll into a corner and like protect my head just in case. Uh, it's like it's because it's crazy because they don't know what's going on and they're in like full-fledged like adrenaline rush sort of thing. But no, I've had sleep paralysis that ended in a pretty horrifying experience. I don't know if we want to get into all that. It's like truly scary actually, but yeah, I've been an intense dreamer my whole life. So I've had every type of
okay,
dream you could imagine.
okay. Okay. So are you a per se pseudo fan of horror films?
No. Like I hate horror films. Like I
Oh,
hate them.
okay. So what? So let's say, have you watched? Maybe not so much. Um, like indie horror because I mean, it gets more into the gruesome side. Japanese horror is kind of, and Chinese horror is kind of really weird. And we actually get a lot of our movies are actually like remakes from what they did. They've got like fucked up imaginations, like completely. But did you ever get into like some of the slasher? So like the quote unquote our old school, what they call them, the yeah, Mount Rushmore of slashers. So it would be Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, and they say Ghostface. Say Ghostface. I'm like, but from the Scream franchise.
Uh, no, okay. I think I've seen Scream. I can't remember though. I was like high for most of my young adulthood, so I don't. I think a lot of things I may have seen, I don't
Let
recall.
me
I saw
let me
Hills
pull it
Have
up for you.
Eyes. I think The Hills Have Eyes too, and I was like, this is like the most horror that I ever want in my life. Um, I actually watched the what is that? It's so bad. Faces of Death one night. And then I was
Oh
like,
Lord.
I've been scarred since then. And I think that's part of why I'm like, I don't even want to see anything that even like resembles how awful actual life can be. like Saw and stuff. Like I don't understand. I don't understand wanting to watch that. So yeah, I've seen some stuff and then I've hated it. But I like the
Okay.
other day I watched Shaun of the Dead. That was hilarious. It's like not
Okay, because
right. It's
it
like
was more
campy.
comedy, a comedy zombie. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and I watched the one. I don't even know if it's supposed to be a comedy. What's the one with
Sorry, I can't find any
Oh,
devices
everyone's
in your
gonna hate
home
me
that
now
can
because
play video.
I don't
You
remember the
might want to
Bruce
check your
Campbell.
device settings in the Google Home app.
Was it? Is Alexa
Oh,
talking to you right now?
Evil Dead.
Evil
Evil
Dead.
Dead. Yeah.
I don't
For
know if that's supposed to
yeah,
be a
some
comedy,
reason.
but that was kind of funny and cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Google all of a sudden started wanting to get in on the conversation. I'm like,
It's
I mean, y'all, you got something to add?
Halloween. Got to get
I
creepy.
mean, hey, it is a weird night. So did you ever get into the Mount Rushmore of slashers? Did you ever watch any of those Jason movies, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers? And oh, let me pull
Yes.
up Ghostface so you know what
Yeah, I don't know what
Ghostface is.
Ghostface
He's
is. I'm like
from the
feeling.
Scream franchise, but it was like 8 different people. Like it's like a family curse that you gonna go stab folk.
Okay, yeah. I know I've seen
Yeah,
Scream. Yeah, because Drew Barrymore was in it.
Nev Campbell.
There we go.
So they made like 6 or 7 of these. This was the original one. Um, and so Ghostface. So they actually include Ghostface in the
Really, in that collection
Mount
of like,
Rushmore.
yeah,
Yeah, Mount Rushmore. Oh,
weird.
oh, hold on. I'm sorry. This is the original one right here.
That I
Because
think
you can
I've seen
tell
that one. Yeah.
it's got that '90s look. This is the
Yep.
first one. It's got that '90s look. Like that looks like the '90s. Like when you look
Yeah, it
at
does.
this, you look at this, you're like, oh yeah, that was definitely the '90s. But I think they've either made 6 or 7 of these movies.
Yeah.
So this particular but it's like a different killer every time. It's not the same one. They just all wear the same costume,
Oh, I didn't
and
know
it's
that.
all almost like a family curse. Like you become possessed now and
Ah,
want to get
you just want to
vengeance
kill.
and stab folk.
I've watched
Yeah.
Freddy when I was younger. I know that like that was real bad for me because I was a big dreamer. I have like very intense, very vivid, like
Okay.
long dreams. And then I saw that, and then I was like, oh my god, what if you can die in your dreams? And I was like, that was pretty freaky for me. But I think I saw some like Jason and stuff. You know what I watched? I watched all these things when I was way too young too, which is also like not appropriate. But I saw God, what was it called? Like Hideaway Camp or something? It was a horror
Oh,
movie. And she's like a
Camp.
trans kid or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, Trans Killer. Yeah, Trans
yeah,
Killer.
yeah,
Yeah, this was like back in the '80s.
back in the 80s, yeah. And I like didn't
Yeah,
even get it.
Camp.
I was like, what? Should she have a penis? Like, what? Like, I was just
Yeah,
confused because I was like 8.
is it Camp Lookout? That ain't it. Well, I'm about to go to a real camp. Camp horror movie. Hold on, I'm gonna find out which one it is. It ain't summer camp. I know that ain't it. Let's see. Let's see. '80s. Yeah,
Camp
because I actually
something.
remember that movie. It wasn't Sleepaway Camp, was it? That ain't right. That doesn't sound like it. Sleepaway Camp. Does that sound like
Sleepaway.
it?
I think that might be it.
That may be it. Now, well, you gotta be careful because sometimes you confuse it with um, Crystal Lake, which is
Is that like the goo
associated with
comes up
with
and kills
with
people?
Jason. Yeah, it's associated with Jason,
Okay.
and his mom was like a psychopath, and supposedly he drowned there and then got resurrected by demon spawn. You know what usually happens? The
Oh
demon
yeah,
spawn gets you.
the demon will
Yeah,
get you.
and resurrects you. Did you, okay? So the classic. Did you watch any of the Halloween movies? Michael Myers.
I think so. Like, was that the chainsaw in the woods? And
That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
okay, like, yeah, I don't know. I think because all of it,
Halloween. Hold
even when I
on.
was a kid, I was kind of like, I don't really want to be involved in this. Like, why are we doing this to ourselves? So I probably have like ignored or blocked out most of it. The other one, Johnny just brought up in the chat was The Gate. The Gate was crazy. I watched that when I was young, and it was super creepy. And then like we became obsessed with it. We started playing like
Okay.
gate games at school. We're closing the gate to hell. That's our job as little
Oh,
kids at school.
yeah, yeah. You kind of got to be careful with that stuff. Yeah, but this is Michael Myers right here.
Like I feel like I have, but you could not ask me anything about it. I would not remember anything.
Yeah, this is a classic one, the Michael Myers. Um,
Like
the
actually
the
scary.
well, it's more of a so those movies to me, even though they're in the horror genre, they have some quote unquote jump scares. People die. They're more of like a just a sadistic serial killer type movie,
Yeah.
as opposed to them being like the true horror flick. So let's say like 28 days later. You know what I'm saying? Movies
Yeah.
like the like zombie apocalypse movies and stuff like that. Even some of your like The Grudge. You watch the TV, you watch the VHS, and then the girl comes out of the damn the well and kills you. You know what I'm saying? Comes out your TV
Yeah.
and kills you. Stuff like that.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, Poltergeist, The Exorcist. The Exorcist.
See,
Those are more of the horror, but they consider these other ones horror as well. But they're the horror genre as far as the slasher, as far as them making multiple of the movies with the same character.
see, I guess that's what it's confusing for me because I actually like some scary movies. I like The Right. I like Exorcist stuff. I like because in my book that shit's real. So right, that's not like an actual documentary, but I like that subject matter is real, and I guess serial killers are real too. But there's actually not as many of them as we have like movies pretending that we have them.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
I can believe that so before the quote unquote digital age, before internet, I can believe that there's a whole bunch of them because it's a hell of a lot easier to get away with shit now. But you've got to be slick.
fair.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's recording everywhere.
everywhere. And
Yeah,
like it gets creepy though when you think about all the people you could have been killing all along that no one would ever even know anyways because they're already like undocumented or they're right homeless or they have no family or just like no one's paying attention to them and those people are nearly endless in society.
yeah, yeah. And so that's the ones you would actually want to go after if you were wanting to indulge yourself in that type of activity.
Yeah,
if, if you
you
felt
could
like
do
that's
it.
something that you needed to do, if you had an itch that you needed to scratch, you know what they call it.
Right, like if you because like that's also you're the least likely to be recorded in those types of areas. Like no one's recording each other in a homeless camp. So
hmm
like if you have a phone, like that's not what you're doing with it.
Okay. So, Dirty Riken in your chat on Rumble, he did say it was sleepaway camp, so we were
Oh,
right.
okay. Nice.
Yeah. So it was the trans camp director was killing everybody.
Yeah. And then at the end you figure
If
out that he is a she he.
Yeah, she's
That's like the big twist
the he
ending.
with the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
seriously
she
like
with
the
the dick.
I wish I could have seen the look on my little like 9-year-old face or whatever I was when I saw that. I was just like so confused. I had to like go home and talk to my mom about it. I'm like, okay, so like there's this movie, right? Like what's happening here? Very
Ye-
confused.
Yeah. I can't say that I've seen the gate. Um,
It's
I haven't seen that one, but I see this type of this creature that's up here. I'm not even sure what this is that I'm looking at.
I don't even
Is this the
remember now,
creature,
so
y'all? This thing right here.
yeah, I guess so. Wow, I must have like blocked this out too because I know I watched this movie like 10 times, but I can't remember anything.
Here we go. I mean,
Yeah,
they almost look like gargoyles.
this was like the whole premise is that the gates to hell were being opened and they needed to be closed again because the demons were coming out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, the
okay,
gate.
okay. I'm
And
fine. I'm fine with that.
and this
I'm
little
fine
kid
with
does
that.
it. I think that's why we were like, we're little kids. We could also close the gates to hell. Let's do it, guys.
I don't think that's how that works, but
As if you believe
oh,
hard enough.
yeah, I don't think it quite works like that. Yeah, yeah, you believe. Now we have an actual a newcomer. Well, um, hold on, let me talk about a couple older people. Chucky,
Oh
Child's
yeah.
Play.
Oh man,
Did you
Child's Play
did you
and
get into those?
any. Yeah, so I hated that too because that was also terrifying. And the thing where they like he cuts the Achilles heel, like it's still
Uh-huh.
just like rips me apart. Like I can't handle that. And then at that same time, didn't we have Pet Cemetery? That was
Yes.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
Pet Cemetery is pretty rough actually.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, it's actually pretty rough.
like those are the ones that like messed me up the most as a child.
Yeah. So Chucky, Pet Cemetery, but Pet Cemetery is kind of one of those things that even though it was a franchise, it didn't incorporate a singular killer.
Yeah.
Um, I'll probably say for me, it would be the Freddy Krueger series, Nightmare
Yeah.
on Elm Street. I've actually got the collection of that.
Wow.
I've got the collection, and you know what's crazy is
That's
that
terrifying.
Wes Craven, when he wrote the first Nightmare on Elm Street, that was the only one he was going to do. It was just going to be a happy ending. They killed Freddy Krueger, and that was it. And I think they said that somebody came in, and New Line Cinema was like, "Man, this shit made a lot of money." I think what they said. I think it made like 50. No, made like $30 million on like a $3 million budget.
Wow.
You got to think what $30 million was back in the
Back
'80s.
then, yeah.
That's like 500 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a shit ton. But so the New Line Cinema was like, hey, you need to make another Freddy Krueger movie. You know what I'm saying? Nightmare on Elm Street. And they were like, he's like, nah, I just want to make that one. They said he actually take 4 separate endings. And then New Line Cinema made him put in that last ending just in case they made enough money to make a sequel. And then so Wes Craven dropped out. He's like, nah, I'm not doing it anymore. And the next person came in and directed it, and the second one wasn't that great. And then Wes Craven's like, nah, I mean, if y'all gonna do that, let me get back in the range. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
don't fuck up my creation.
Don't ruin my shit.
And so
Yeah.
yeah, it's been we've had resurrections of Michael Myers. Multiple people have done different renditions. What's crazy about the Halloween series is that all the movies except the Rob Zombie movies go back to the singular timeline of the first movie, but it's different dimension branch offs.
Ah,
That's what's
they
crazy.
pulled that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different dimension branch offs, but all of them are branching off from the first movie, except the Rob Zombie ones, which he made 2 films on Halloween. So we've actually been deprived of some of our slashers for a while. Nobody's did a Freddy Krueger movie in a long time. Jason's been left out too, if I'm correct. So like some of our old school people, you know how we like to rehash ideas,
Everything.
show people the same movie.
Yeah.
Michael Myers is obviously the GOAT because they keep wanting to make Michael Myers movies.
Yeah.
And obviously right now, the Saw franchise is shit. I think we're gonna be on like 11.
Dude, the Saw and the what? The Purge too, right? Purge is like I don't know if
Yeah,
that's considered
yeah, I'm
horror.
fine. Yeah, I'm fine with the Purge. The Purge is not horror though, but it is horrific.
It's horrific. Yeah. What's horrific is my
Yeah,
students would be like, Ms. Brown, or like, what if we actually had that? And then like, what would we do? And I'm like, do you guys actually think that like if a sound was made and people were trained and they didn't have any rules that that's what they would do? They would all just kill. Would you go just start killing people if somebody just told you tomorrow you were allowed to? And they were like, no. And I was like, exactly, dude. Like maybe 1% of the population would, and then like maybe 10% of the population would like be defending against that 1%, and everyone else would be like, you guys are crazy. This is
hey,
stupid.
all I know, Lindsay, is that if you wake up one day and you start hearing something like this, you
I got some
know,
bullets. I got some bullets. I don't have like a safe room though. Like that's I'm screwed. I just have the guns.
yeah. Well, obviously, that was a. If you go back and you watch they had a movie where they did the first Purge, and so they was actually making it economically beneficial for you to go out and participate in the purge if you were in one of
Oh.
these lower communities. So you
Oh,
need to
like
watch the whole series
okay.
because they had a prequel for the first purge, and they were actually making it like it made economic sense. Like if you were struggling, you could go out and you participated in it, and they caught you on camera participating, and you would get some cash
Yeah.
awards. You could make it through the night.
And you look back at like when we did public hangings and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe people could be enticed to do this because people are pretty horrible, actually. They're like, oh, a hanging, let's take the whole family and have a picnic. You're like, damn, it's cold.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I've actually enjoyed the Purge series actually. Um, for the most part, like I said, it's not so much horror as more of it's just like a survival type deal. Which, like I said, I guess it could be horrific in nature. Because you just got rowdy people just out there taking folks out. But then they had the last one they made was the Forever Purge. So on that one, the purge was over, but folks said, "Fuck it, purge ain't over. I'm keep killing folks."
You can't turn this off, actually.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the way it went. That was the whole premise of it. So,
You know what was
so yeah.
crazy?
Hmm.
I back when Blair Witch was brand new, before anyone knew like really what was going on. It was still just being shown on college campuses and as though it were a documentary. And my brother was going to college at the time, and I happened to be visiting him, and he was like, "Let's go check this documentary out. It's supposed to be really good." So we went and saw it, thinking that it was a documentary. That was terrifying.
Well,
Like
yeah,
after that, it came out like obviously it's not a documentary, but like in the moment I was like, wait, wait, this is real. Wait, this really happened. Like, what is the world? Like, what's happening? And then it wasn't.
right.
But for like a brief moment in time, that was pretty scary.
Hmm. Yep, yep. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Now you spoke about the Evil Dead. That's a very notable franchise
Iconic.
that a lot of people love. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people love that franchise. Which they did a movie. Was it last year? Evil Dead Rise. But it didn't incorporate Ash in it. You know, Ash had been in all those other ones, but it didn't incorporate him in this one. Which people said it was still pretty good. I seen some clips of it. It's brutal. Okay,
Yeah.
like it's
Not
extremely brutal. Like
it's not
kids
like
getting
campy.
killed and stuff.
Oh wow.
Nah, nah, nah,
Oh,
nah. Kids getting killed and stuff. Like
yeah.
folks getting like cut up and sliced up and put in wood chipper. Yeah, like it's like rough.
Wow.
So
Well, they did
so yeah,
the TV show, right? And this is the only reason I actually saw the original movie because Johnny was like, "Dude, if we're gonna watch this TV show,
yeah,
you have to see like the movie, right?" So I saw the show was pretty funny. It was
yeah.
good.
So Ash got like some comic relief.
Yeah,
So it was horror, but like he was like it was like whimsical
yeah.
because his hand got cut off and he put a chainsaw as his
Just
hand
like
and it's
yeah,
all kind of yeah. Yeah, so it was like over the top, you know, whimsical. And so I think that's kind of what made that particular series was the fact that they kind of made it fantastical at the same time.
it was like unique. Yeah, not just
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah, a
just
little
your
bit different take.
yeah.
Then you have oh yeah, just zombies resurrect and now we got to put them down, or demons resurrect. Now we got to put them down. It had a little bit of a twist to it. You talked about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I guess he would. I guess he would technically. Some people would put him on Mount Rushmore over Ghostface because he was kind of the original.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Leatherface, which that was loosely based off a real serial killer
Weird.
who actually cut the skin off of people's faces. I think the guy who wrote it, I think unbeknownst, he might have just heard something about it, but he didn't realize that he was so close to like the actual serial killer that was doing that. So
Yeah, that's creepy, dude.
yes, that's
I
pretty bad.
pretty bad. Yeah, the actual psychopaths are that's like the most terrifying. Like we don't need movies actually. We can just look at reality sometimes and it's awful, which some
Yeah,
people
yeah,
there's like this thing, right? And it's often women. I don't know why. It's often women who are just like super into learning about like real serial killers and watching like real like documentaries and like true crime stuff and I'm just like I don't know why. Why do you want to know all about, like, why are you want to spend all your time immersed in this? It is
Oh yeah.
fascinating as a human
Mm-hmm.
being to be like, why are these people doing this? I don't know. Maybe it's just a phase people go through, but gross.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's very interesting. Well, I think we're naturally attracted to those type of things. Because we have a curiosity about them. Maybe it's in what they call that, the id. It might be in your id,
Yeah,
and
like
that's your subconscious, the back subconscious,
your own shadow.
that
You're
you might be a
fascinated by your own shadow.
psychopathic serial killer. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, well, and it's true. You are like, man, if people are capable of it, anyone's capable of it in some way. Uh it's wild. I don't know. I don't feel that though. This is part of why I was always my whole life I've been like, what is wrong with the people who torture other people or murder other people? Like what's actually going on? Like I don't understand it. And yeah, so I guess it is like a fascination of mine because I don't feel
yeah,
like it's anywhere in my entire makeup. But
yeah. That's true. That's true. Now, did you get into any of the Final Destination movies? Now, I love those movies.
I did watch like the first one. I love the concept of it because that was again at the time it was very like
Hmm.
unique. It was new. Yeah, the idea that you like, no, you're gonna die. Like you think you escape it, no, you're not.
Yeah, yeah. Now, my favorite one, if I'm correct, was the second one, because that's the one where the log truck broke loose and threw all the logs in the road. Now that one has some horrific deaths in that one.
Was that
Um,
was that the one with the shower one that was just crazy? Feel like his head got chopped off in the shower somehow from like the I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering.
I don't know if it was that one. I know there was one where I want to say that it was the second one. They were trying to get the damn the person that had an accident, and there was a pole that came right up to their head, like sharpened off and everything, and it didn't kill them. And they went up there using the jaws of death to try to get them out. And the damn oh, the pole was at the back of their head. They were trying to use the jaws to get them out. For some reason, the person was resting their head on the damn on the spike, and the damn airbag went off and damn stuck their head
Oh
to
my
it.
god.
You know what I'm saying? Killed them. And then when that happened, for some reason, the door popped off, and it like knocked a piece of wood that had barbed wire on each side of it, and it cut somebody else in half. Like it's just over the top kills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's over the top. So it would be over the top, like as opposed to kills that are set up, like Saul. Those kills are over the top, but they're manipulated. These are just like freak accident, some shit that happened to you type stuff. Like I seen was it real cases of the ER or something? I seen a man come in there and he had a branch sticking through both sides of his neck.
Yeah, dude.
Like a branch and went through his neck. I was like, hey, you're still alive. And he
Dude,
just turning and looking.
people will get like shot through the head and still be fine. Okay, if you're ever impaled by anything, you're supposed to leave it there because it's actually preventing
Right.
like blood from getting out, right? So you just leave it there, you go to the experts, let them take care of it. But there was actually a girl, I do not remember at this point exactly what happened. I covered this like a long time ago, but her brain for some reason, she lost something like 90% of it and she still continued to
Mm.
function and she still had the same personality and she still had the same intelligence. And they were like, what? Like, because people will get just like a minor head injury and just have different personality, right? Or they'll have like part of their brain removed from cancer or something, and they're like incapable of speaking, like half the words they knew are just gone, and like all kinds of stuff. And she had like most of it gone, and she's still totally the same. It was just like, it just didn't make any sense. Real story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's some wild stuff.
that's
That's some
wild.
real wild stuff. Okay, so we got through pretty much all the horror flicks. I can't think of anything else right off. I mean, of course, you got your Run of the Mill, your Exorcist movies, which most people say those are the most scariest things that they've seen because it's kind of close to real life.
Because it's
And
too real. Yeah.
can yeah, can you speak about that a little bit? I heard somebody talking the other day about possession and things of that nature, and they say that usually when people get possessed is because they're dabbling in things that could call said possession, Ouija board, tarot cards, people who do what's the glass ball?
Yeah.
They do like that.
The witches, the
Yeah,
scrying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Witchcraft. So they end up conjuring like you go to somebody's like, you want to talk to your mama? I'm
Yeah.
gonna conjure her up. But other spirits are out there like, good. It's a good time to creep in.
Yeah.
So I know you have a little bit of background in some of that stuff. Can you speak to any of that?
Yeah, and I wouldn't have believed it if things didn't happen to me, but I actually seem to have attracted a really intense, dark, I'm going to call it a demon by using tarot cards, which I still use tarot cards right now, but I do it in a totally different way. And at the time
Okay.
I didn't even believe in like anything. I didn't even know what tarot was. Some girl was giving me a tarot reading, and the way she did it was by inviting a spirit to do the reading like for us. So like at the beginning of the reading, she did that and then did it, which I wouldn't even notice that or care really at all. And yeah, it seemed to get something to come through that was actually really powerful and was attached to me. I started having poltergeist activity in my house, and it took me like a long time to put it all together too, because I wasn't
Hmm.
looking for it. I wasn't thinking of those things. I didn't understand it. For a while, like objects would just like move in front of me and I'd be like, weird. There must be like a some sort of mechanism in nature where like a rogue wave of energy can just move things all of a sudden. Cause like otherwise, why would that happen? Like I was trying to explain it like a scientist. And so I was like ignoring it for a while. And then it got a little too intense for me to continue to ignore it. And then, like, all the pieces sort of fell together. And I was like, whoa, there's like actual
Happened during that
entities in the
reading.
world. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was really
So
intense.
how'd you get past it?
I, it was really intense. So there's a whole section of the story we maybe will leave out. It's actually scary, but I seem to be directly attacked by whatever this thing was, and that was horrifying. And so I went to school the next day after getting attacked by, again, I'm just going to call it a demon. I don't care what people can call it whatever they want. Um
Hmm.
and I went to school the next day, and everyone who saw me before our schools even started, I'm like in the parking lot, and people was like, "Oh, hey, Lindsey, whoa, like what's going on? Is your dog dead? Did your dog die?" I'm like, "What? Why would you say that? No, my dog's not dead." They're like, "Well, what happened?" I'm like, "Nothing." Which actually a lot had happened the previous night. I just wasn't about to tell anyone because it would make me sound like an insane person. But like apparently they
Right.
could tell, right? They seemed to be able to tell that something dark was happening or had happened to me, and they were like react they didn't know what it was. They were just like something's wrong. So I was like, I can't go to school all day. Like everyone I've seen so far before I even get to class is like, freaking out just by seeing me. So the only people I knew who even believed in anything that could have even remotely explained any of the stuff that was happening were these really hardcore Christians. So I called them on a payphone because this is like 1996 or 8 or something. And I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I think I need your help. And they were like, okay, come over. Like, they're just the nicest people in the world. So I went to their house and I told them what had happened. They're like, oh, you're being attacked by a demon. I was like, what the fuck is life? What are you talking about?
They
But
said
I
what?
also, yeah, I was like, I, what? But I was also like, maybe because I can't explain why things are moving in my house and like my dog is growling at patches of air that feel malevolent to me and like
Hmm.
and all this other stuff. And I was like, yeah, maybe. Okay, like what do we do? And they're like, well, we'll just pray to Jesus. And I was like, okay, sure, let's do that. Like I did not care at this point. I was like so freaked out about things I could not explain. And so we did, and it was done, and it just was gone, and it just was done. I was like, okay. So I actually became like a really hardcore fundamentalist Christian for like a year, um, because invoking Jesus's name stopped demonic attack in its tracks. What's creepier to me actually is that they were like, you're not done yet. Actually, like that was the first part. Now you have to go home and burn your tarot cards. And I was like, that makes sense actually, because I actually did call in a spirit every time I've been doing readings since that girl first did the reading for me, which got me
Oh,
really
okay.
interested in tarot. And so then I was doing it. So I was like getting whatever this was deeper in attachment to me, basically, in my
Hmm.
understanding. over that time. But again, totally oblivious. I didn't like think that was happening. So they're like, you have to go burn them. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Actually, I'll go home and I'll burn these. And when I went to burn them, there was this like storm. I had to burn them outside in our outdoor fireplace, right?
Hmm.
Uh, and there's this like storm. The trees are stormy. There's like gray sky. You know, it's crazy. And I was like, wow, that's weird. It was a nice day before this. Whatever. Still, again, not really even thinking of it. And then as I'm trying to burn them and like not being able to, and like pine cones are like hitting me in the face, and I'm like frustrated. I'm like, I'm just trying to get rid of these cursed cards, like get these out of
Hmm.
my life. I realized my neighbor's trees and everything not moving at all. And I like look at the other neighbor's yard, other side of us, nothing. Our yard, all the trees are crazy. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
So
you stopped dabbling in that particular
oh,
that particular
I
side of
stopped
it.
everything. Yeah. So, and I like still to this day, I tell people like, don't like take that shit seriously. Like, don't just go doing anything. And then people are like, wait, but don't you do tarot now? And I'm like, I do, but now I do it not by invoking a spirit. And I'm very clear about what I am working with, which is really just,
Hmm.
you know, truth, goodness. I still like Jesus. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And people are
There we
like,
go.
if people ask, like, what do I do if something seems, because this is the thing, right? Every once in a while I watch these shows where people are like a haunting or like whatever, or like, you know, those sorts of
Hmm.
ghost shows. Sometimes I like those. And every time though, I'm like, what is your problem? As soon as you think you have a haunting, you should be doing something to get rid of it. And they're just like, I don't know. I just like, you know, I just sat around with it and then I just kept like invoking like demons around. I'm like, why? What? Like, just call on Jesus,
I
you
mean, it
guys.
seemed fun, right?
Good
It seemed
God.
fun,
Yeah.
right?
Right. I think they do. Like, I think people feel special when that's happening. And I'm like, no, I've like seen a little too intensely, like how actually dangerous it can be. And I don't think it's very fun. I think you should probably chill
Right.
out.
Right. That's the yeah,
Yeah.
that's the intent. So I think that's where, when people see those movies, those are always the scare. People say the scare most scared I've been is when I seen The Exorcist,
Yes.
just because of like, oh shit, that's it's kind of hit home. Like maybe they've seen somebody who has started acting in a particular way and almost seemed possessed and things of that nature. So um,
Yeah.
I can I can tell you one time I had one of my buddies. He was almost like he was possessed, like right there in front of me, and like I thought I was gonna have to fight him. Like he just like his eyes went different, like
Yeah.
his body, like he started slumping, and then like he got up, and then his eyes got real wide and came at me. I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" I was like,
Yeah.
and so like you said, invoke the name of Jesus, and then about 10 minutes later, like he settled down, he was just like, "Man, what's happening?" I was like, "Holy shit, dude."
Yeah. Dude, I've seen it too. Somebody, this girl I knew, like had whatever. She had a crazy dream. The dream was that a demon was in her house throwing things around and breaking them. And then she woke up and that wasn't actually what was happening, but she was worried that there was actually something, you know? So she,
Mhm.
and so she, and she said, well, I kind of wish there was this happening because, like, then maybe my dad would pay more attention to me because he's like a Christian guy and he didn't pay enough attention to her. So, like, as she was waking up and realizing it wasn't real, something in her was like, I wish it was. And I think that that's a dangerous thing to play with, right? Like, don't invite this shit. So, so anyway, she said then she felt really weird and something happened or like whatever. She couldn't really explain what it was, but she called me because she had known the story that I just told you. And she's like, well, Lindsay knows how to
Mhm.
deal with demons. So, like, she called me. She's like, I think, there might be a demon around or whatever. And can I come over? I was like, of course, come over. And she had a cell phone, probably like 1999 or something. I don't know. Right in that window where you could have a cell phone if you
Yeah.
had enough
Mhm.
money. Yeah. So she was on her way over and she was calling every couple minutes to like check back in or something. So I was kind of worried. I was like, I don't know for sure what's happening. And um she's like, I brought my Bible. And I was like, oh cool, open your Bible and just like read a part. It'll be like uplifting. And she opened it and it was like, and Satan is done, or like something like dark. And I was like, oh, switch to a different part. And she was like,
Yeah, that's a
flips She flips it. She reads again. It's also about Satan. I was like, okay, dude, no, one more. Flip it. She flips it. It's also about Satan. I'm like, okay, close the Bible. Don't look at the Bible anymore. And then I found out later there are literally only 3 times the Bible mentions Satan. That whole book, she opened it to the 3 times on accident, on random, right? That shit doesn't happen on accident. So when she showed up, she looked weird. Her eyes were weird. Her body was big. I mean, like, how does your body change sizes? You're like, I've
Right.
known her my whole life, and all of a sudden, like, you're like bigger. And that was creepy. And so yeah, we prayed and same thing, invoked
And
Jesus,
it's
and there
always with the eyes.
the
It's
eyes,
always
dude.
with the eyes. The eyes look really weird.
Yeah.
Like you can always tell something's going on with somebody with how their eyes look. I don't know why what they say, the windows to your soul.
Windows to soul.
Uh yeah,
Yeah.
allegedly. But usually the first indication is the eyes and then the body language. You're like,
Dude,
oh, but what the hell's going on?
something's
And it's
wrong.
some creepy shit.
Well, and she was like glaring at me and like never blinking, and I was like, this is so scary, actually, dude. Um, this is the thing too. You know, all of these like sick, like rich pop culture icons, Beyonce and all these people, they're all invoking demons and they don't even care. And they'll just like talk about it. They'll be like, oh yeah, no, I like summon this in and it helps me perform better. And it has a name, right? Like I call it, they'll talk about like, God, I don't even remember. You can go back and find some of the videos people compiled of all of this, openly talking about like not only their alter egos but their alter egos as a being who they invoke in order to help their performance be better. Beyonce's talked about it, like all these people, and I'm like, and then you watch them when they're performing and they look weird too and their eyes look weird too, and I'm like, dude,
Hmm.
why would you want, is performing better worth it? I don't think so.
Right. Right. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, ain't no need to being weird like that. I'm like, whew, it's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So, well, Lindsay, we're gonna jump over to this, okay? Because I mean, you were a kid once, all right? I think we all were, unless you were Benjamin
We
Button,
hope
and
so.
we're aging backwards, and
Oh, you're a
eventually we'll be
clone.
kids again.
You're a
Yeah,
clone that just got dropped
you're my
in.
clone. Yeah. Um, Halloween candy. Halloween candy. Because did you do a little trick or treating when you were younger?
Oh yeah, until they made me stop because I was too old, and then I would just steal from them. So I was an asshole.
Good God Almighty! All right. So, so when you went out, um, and I've actually got a list up here for us of the top 50
Candies.
Halloween candies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Top 50.
What of like the '80s
Um,
or of like now?
well, I think this is all time.
Oh, okay.
I think this is all time. So I'm gonna bring this up on the screen. So if
Dots.
any of this hits home, if anything's hit home, where you're like, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got number 50. Okay, blow pops.
Yeah, I like blow pops. Those are good.
Blow pops.
I don't really
Was that
remember.
something that you got in your basket?
I don't really feel like
I
I
don't
got
remember
that
blow
for
pops in the
Halloween.
basket.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? Because usually it would be something chocolate related. A lot of
Or
times,
those little
or candy
boxes.
corn.
Dots.
Oh, is
You
it
know
dots?
dots?
Dots or
Little
sweet tarts?
no, dots are those little gummy like drops, gumdrops.
Oh
They're
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
but me
yeah, yeah,
likes
yeah,
them, so like I would not be surprised if no one remembers them.
yeah. So we've got now and later. I don't know what this is.
Is that the
Oh,
hard
okay.
candies? Oh no, that's
Okay.
Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, this is
That's,
okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what these are. Now and later's. Is this up on the screen? No, it's
I'm
not.
not
Hold on.
seeing. I'm still seeing the
Let
now and
me
later
uh
text.
let me click that. So here we go.
Oh yeah, those are great. They're like super hard.
Okay.
They last forever.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah,
Starburst,
yeah, yeah.
but like really hard.
Yeah, they're hard starbursts.
Yeah.
That's what those are. Hard starbursts. Okay.
Yeah, I got
So
those.
now and later's. All right. So we got Smarties.
Oh yeah. Tablet
Okay.
candy, Wikipedia calls it.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
not sure why they're calling it tablet candy.
okay, my Canadian friend, we've had this conversation around Halloween before, because she talked about Smarties, and then she put a picture of like this
Uh-huh.
totally other candy, and we're like, what? That's not Smarties. Canadians have a different Smarties. Totally different.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, you look up
The
Canadian
Canadian.
Smarties.
Oh, good God Almighty.
And
Well, they
honestly, I'm
are.
kind of jealous. They look better. So,
Well, they are. They are like French Indian. You know what I'm saying? Oh, their Smarties is like chocolate.
well, they're communists, let's be honest. So, it's not
Yeah,
their fault.
French.
Everything
Well,
sucks.
oh, good God Almighty. It's not. Yeah, so it looks like there's is a candy coated milk chocolate treat. That's
There you
what their
go.
Smarties are.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're a little bit different. All right, so we got Smarties. We've got Hershey's chocolate. That's a staple
Of
right there.
course. Yeah. That's like
Hershey's chocolate. Everybody
90% of
knows
your
that.
basket.
Yeah, it's Hershey's chocolate. Laffy Taffy. I thought that was Laffy Taffy's horrendous to me.
It really,
Laffy Taffy's horrendous.
even when you were a kid?
It might, yeah, it might be some of the worst shit I've ever had because I don't like it sticking in my teeth.
Yeah, it's pretty bad
You see,
actually.
the reason I was fine with the now and later's is because you just kind of just let it melt in your mouth.
True.
The taffy, you got to bite that, and then it's just stuck in your teeth. There's something about it sticking in my teeth that I'm not a fan of.
What about Airhead? It's like the
Payday.
modern Laffy Taffy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, payday. Did you get a payday in your bag?
Of
It
course.
look a little
Yes.
big.
Paydays,
Okay.
not the big ones, but like little paydays. That's when your parents would always eat because you were like, gross, this is just nuts. I want candy.
Yeah, it had some caramel in it. It had a little bit of caramel.
It's not bad.
Crackle, crackle.
Yes.
This has
That was
got
my
like the
favorite actually. Out of the Hershey's like combo, like Crackle
yeah.
and Good Bar are the best.
Oh, okay, so that's what you like with the Chris Rice in it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay. So you like that. Sweet tarts, which is pretty much the same thing as Smarties,
Right.
I think.
Now
Yeah.
they're all
Well,
different.
then they got all this stuff now. You got the OG, but now you got a gummy, a chewy, and a rope. I did
Yeah.
not know that. Okay, sweet tart. They picking their game up a little bit. All
Well,
right, I
now
hear
it's
y'all.
like half poison as well, so you know,
Oh,
you get
is it
you get the 1-2 punch. Yeah.
part
Can't
poison?
I think most of our food is poison and candy like worse. Worse.
Oh man.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, wow. Well, they got the
You
sweet
have like
tart
the
ropes now.
same brand here and you compare it to anywhere in Europe and it has like 82 less ingredients in it. It just has like 3 like
Yeah,
real ingredients you can pronounce and here we just have like all the chaos we can muster in one bite.
yeah, but don't Europeans have more cavities than us?
I don't know why that is. Like,
I mean,
don't
you
you
know what I'm
guys
trying to
have
figure out. I'm just
dentists?
like, how y'all got more cavities than us? But we eat dog shit all the time.
You know what it
I
probably
mean, it's
is
like,
they don't have sun. If you look at like go
uh,
follow the sun, you get closer to the sun line, like down in the south of like France and whatever, and people have nice
uh-huh.
teeth again. You go further north and they get worse and worse and worse. Like their whole body's actually falling apart. Their teeth are just the part that shows it the most. You have to have
Oh man,
sun,
that's
dude.
true. That's true. 100 gram bar. Do I know this?
Those
Okay,
are
yeah.
so good.
You like
Yes.
these?
Oh yeah. Those are like the
What these
best
got?
candy bar.
So Nestle. Looks like it's Nestle. Okay. Chocolate caramel and Chris Rice. So well, you are the fan of that Chris Rice.
Yeah, see.
So it looks like looks like it's got a nougat feeling
A
as
nougat.
far as with the caramel. Yeah, nougat. Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what we
not nugget, but
should have
nougat.
had here though is Wonder Bars. Have you ever had a Wonder Bar?
I have not had one of those. I don't
Dude.
believe.
Oh god. They're golden.
Okay.
You can get them in communist Canada, I think.
Oh man, there it is. We got to go up to the Canadian folks. Heath Bar, Heath Bar.
Yeah, those are good.
Mm,
Yeah. You know, sticks to
okay,
your teeth.
okay, yeah, toffee. I don't know. Toffee. I'm not. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of toffee.
Ah,
So
I'm a
I think
toffee
it might
kid.
be toffee. Okay, Mounds. This is no go for me. I'm not a coconut guy.
Oh, I love it. I love coconut.
Yeah, wasn't coconut and Mounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Shredded coconut covered in
Yeah.
dark chocolate. Yeah, I couldn't do nothing with those. I think the same thing as almond joy. Almond joy was coconut.
Such a weird
Um,
weird combo. Same exact candy. One has almonds, one doesn't. Okay.
yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true.
Just
Both
like
of
do
them
a different
chocolate,
marketing
but
stance.
Yeah, same people. Whoppers.
Love them.
Whoppers. Okay. And this is a hard candy, right?
Well, no, it's a chocolate covered like I don't know, malted something.
Yeah,
So like the
it's the original
there
malted
you go.
milk balls. You know,
Yes.
no pun
So do you
intended.
bite them in half and then you let the malt dissolve on your tongue and then you chew the chocolate? That's how you eat those.
Okay, you see this right here, the open
Yeah.
Whoppers. That's what we got
Right.
right here.
Yes.
So we got the sugar, corn syrup, partially hydrogenated palm kernel oil. Had milk, malted milk, cocoa. Okay. It does. It's got your soy in there. You need that.
You got to have it. You need your
Soy.
hormone disruptors or else you might have a good life. So,
Okay, so we got Mr. Good Bar.
yes.
Was you a fan of those as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, because it was like the Hershey people get the Hershey's mix. So in your bag, you'd always have like all the different Hershey's. And you have special dark, which you had to give to your grandma because
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants it. And then all the other ones are fine.
Okay. Okay. So we got that. These next ones, I don't. Mike and Ike.
You don't know Mike and Ike?
Come on, I'm on the outs. You see, I
Wow.
didn't eat a whole bunch of candy.
Okay, well, Mike and Ike is hot tamales, but fruit flavored instead of spicy cinnamon.
Oh, okay, I know about that.
Yeah. So like Mike and
Okay,
Ike, I was like, yeah, they're
mm-hmm.
okay, but like hot tamales is where it's at.
Okay, so it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Okay, so we got Swedish fish.
Hell yeah.
Now, I actually had some of these for the first time yesterday.
What? Yesterday?
Um, yeah, yeah,
And
I
you
was
hate
having to
them?
be at work, and there was some in there. They stick in my teeth.
Yeah. This
They
is a theme
sticky. They
now.
sticky. Yeah, man. Once they stick in my teeth, man, I start feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I just
It's
do.
just
I don't know
it's
why.
frustrating.
I just do. It starts turning me off. A good and plenty.
I mean, like now, I bet I'd like them because I like licorice. But as a kid, like real licorice flavors, like not cool.
Man, this looks like the medication that folks need to be taking
It
daily. You know,
does,
when I
dude.
tell people to take their medication so
Yeah,
they ain't out here cutting up,
it
that's
really
what that
does.
shit looks like. I mean,
They're like,
looks
and
like
it
insane asylum medication.
and like what's on the outside. I don't really know why you're covering actual black licorice with whatever that is. Yeah, not a big fan.
Some type of candy, hard candy shell.
No,
And a little soy. It's definitely got
oh,
some soy in there.
you gotta have some.
Yeah, just a little soy. Oh damn, it skipped. Hold on. All right, here we go. We're back at it. Milky Ways, Milky Ways. Everybody
Yeah,
knows what those are.
they're
The
good.
Milky Ways.
I think like
That
they're
would
the
be.
least good candy bar of candy bars, though.
Is it because it's got that soft interior? It's got none of the Rice crisp. None
Yeah,
of
it's not
you got no
enough.
nuts.
Not enough layers. Yeah, that has to be what it is. It's just a
Oh,
boring
okay,
candy
okay,
bar.
okay. Boring. Sixlets.
I
Huh.
I don't even really remember what they are, so I clearly didn't care about them.
Yeah, I see it right here, but yeah, I
I
can't
remember
say that
that
was a
package.
staple.
Yeah.
I can't say that was a staple in the bag. Tootsie Pops, of course.
Yes.
Everybody knows
Absolutely.
the famous Tootsie Pops. You had your blow pop, you had your Tootsie Pops.
You had to collect
Nerds.
the Indians shooting the
Hmm.
star and pretend that you were going to get free things from the company, but no one ever did. That wasn't an urban myth in your
They did
life.
that with Tootsie Pops.
Yeah, they were like, if you get the Indian shooting a star, the company will send you a free Tootsie Pop. But like, I don't know, did anyone ever actually do that?
Just
No, I don't
one?
think so. Just one. And I was
Just
like,
one free Tootsie Pop?
and we'd get excited. We'd like keep all of ours. We'd be like, look, we have all of these Indian shooting stars. Like, yeah, it was just
I
crushed
mean,
dreams all the way through.
I can't get no more than one. I mean, this is bad for business, okay? I mean, I'm out here trying to track this thing down so I can get one free Tootsie Pop.
These poor
I mean,
people
folk
have just
cheap
like
back in the day.
millions of kids sending them old wrappers. They're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, bad. All right, so we got nerds. I actually used to
Nerds are
love
the
these.
best. Yes.
Used to love nerds, no doubt.
I'm still
I
not
would
really clear
actually
like what they are, but they're delicious.
some type of hard candy.
Just sugar
Um,
hardened.
yeah, yeah. I would actually take in when I used to run my uh, run my candy selling business when I was in school. This was one of the candies I would sell.
I swear to God, Johnny did that too. What is it with you guys? Like, you're just
Yeah, straight up because I go in there. I have chewing gum. I had different flavored gums. I'd have Jolly Rancher lollipops. I'd have Nerds. I had a couple candy bars.
you're just
I was making I
enterprising,
was making I was making a man in there. They were like,
enterprising
"Hey
young
man,
man.
hey man, go talk to him. He's got something."
He's
I'm like,
got
"What you
some.
need?" You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Yeah.
bag. What you need? Hey man, come over here, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's so
And I
innocent.
had different price. I had an enterprise, and then I had a CD making enterprise as well. I would make CDs for people.
Oh, you would burn them?
I would download the songs they would want. Yeah, because I was like the only one at school that had a computer that could burn CDs.
Oh, wow.
And somehow I had ran the game where there was a guy there at school. He said, "Hey, look, man, I'll give you all the CDs you need as long as you burn mine for free." I'm like, I can do
All
that.
right. Yeah. That's a
Because
good hookup.
depending on the clientele, I mean, some people got. I said, look, man, don't tell nobody what I charge for these, okay?
Yeah.
I said
This is
sometimes I would charge 15, sometimes I charge $10, just depending on who you were.
if you really, really
I
like
mean,
someone, maybe sometimes it might be free.
I'm gonna need $5 at least.
Yeah.
Look, man, I like you, but I don't like you that much. I need that money, okay?
Yeah.
I even had the printer where I could print out the labels
Oh,
for the
what?
disc.
Oh, that was a
Yep,
high
yep. And so
quality.
yeah, it would have hip hop hits on it, volume whatever. Because that's what everybody wanted at that point in time was rap. It was big on the scene, late
Yes,
'90s, early 2000. That was the big thing.
it was.
And so everybody wanted that. So I have hip hop hits, volume whatever, and then at the bottom I'd have top nigger records.
That's
Yes.
rad.
That's what I had on that. So that was
You the
pretty good.
brand.
It's pretty
That should
good.
be your brand still.
Yeah, it should be. All right. Here we go. So we got Crunch Bar. Crunch Bar. This has got to be one of yours. Crunch
Yeah,
Bar? You
I like it. It just is that even in? No, that's Nestle. See, I feel like I was always getting the
Yes,
Hershey's
Nestle.
family of foods and not the Nestle.
Okay. Okay, so you were more Hershey. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. We got the Rolos.
Oh yeah, I
Rolos.
love Rolos.
Oh,
So
okay.
good.
I see how you would
Remember you
like
get like a
those.
whole tube of Rolos? Yeah.
Okay, you just put those right now. Oh, what we got here? Oh, they got the pretzel delight recipe.
Oh, they have to tell
Okay.
you the recipe or else you won't buy more
Yeah,
Rolos.
yeah, you could get it. What do I got? Oh shit, I got to make this myself. Oh no.
Like
I
who's
thought y'all
out
were
there like
going
making Rolo delights for people? That's amazing.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, so you put
Pecans,
it on there, you put the Rolo up top and then you would put it in the
bake it.
oven, melt it a little bit, and then put a pecan on top. Oh, okay.
It's probably delicious,
Huh.
honestly.
It probably is because you get that you get the saltiness from the actual pretzel and then you get the earthiness from the pecan.
Dude, you got
So it
the
evens out that
fats in
yeah.
there, the sugars. You need some, got a little bit of
Yeah.
protein.
Yeah.
This is a balanced
Yeah,
meal.
that's actually probably pretty good. I can see how that one would be a hit. Jolly Rancher, that's a staple.
Yep, all
Everybody
the
knows
way.
Jolly Ranchers. That's a
And then
staple.
again, you give away the grape ones. The rest are cool.
You didn't like the grape?
I never liked grape anything in my life. I like grapes.
It's you don't like the grape imitation flavor.
I
You
don't
see,
like
there's
grape
some people
imitation.
that
Yeah,
don't
it's
like
disgusting.
orange imitation flavor or strawberry
Yes.
imitation flavor, but they love
Yes.
strawberries. So
Right.
if somebody took like a actual strawberry and pureed it, they would like that. But the
Yeah, make that.
imitation of it, they don't like it.
Exactly. Make real candy out of real food, and then I'll probably love it all. But your grape shit is disgusting. Your orange shit is disgusting.
Okay. So
Everything else is
let's see
delicious.
what we got up here. We got Baby Ruth.
Yep.
That's kind of on the same scale as a Payday.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when
Like
you
it
were a
was like
kid, you didn't really want it.
nah. It was old people candy.
Yeah, yeah. Dum Dums. You Dum Dums.
Were those in
Oh, okay.
Halloween?
These
I
are
guess
Dum
so.
Dums.
Yeah. There's not like in my
Okay.
brain. Those are at banks. Banks have dum dums.
Yeah, banks and dentist office. I
Yes.
mean,
They're like, come back soon. Here's some
eh,
candy.
Yeah, let me help you out a little bit. Okay, Charleston Chews.
Yeah,
I don't know
gross.
about
Like
these.
that was old people's candy too, for sure.
Oh, yeah, hell, it looks like it. Look at the packaging.
Yeah.
Look, the
Like,
packaging is from the damn 19 teens.
for real.
Yeah,
Like, do they even make these anymore? I don't think so.
it's a site. Well, it's a Tootsie Roll
Oh,
Industries. So I
Tootsie's
guess
got
so.
the Charleston Chew.
Yeah, they in there. Okay, we figure.
They had like a
Snickers.
strawberry one that was like, I don't know
What, a
what.
Charleston Chew?
Yeah, something.
Okay, okay. I don't know. I never got down on those. Snickers. For me, it's a goat candy bar.
Yeah, that's like a meal.
Snickers. Yeah. Well, they actually that's why they got the commercial, hungry while wait. Just
Yeah.
get your Snickers bar. I
Well,
mean,
you go look at all these like protein bars and whatever, and then you compare it to the Snickers, and you're like, this is the same thing. It's just like a different marketing strategy. That's it.
yeah, except the Snickers tastes like 100 times better
That too.
than the protein bar. Yeah, the protein bar definitely tastes fabricated. So
It's
we got
got wood
Snickers,
mulch in it
M&Ms. That's a staple.
every time.
M&Ms,
Raisinets. Like,
Raisinets,
why you gotta hate on everyone and give them raisinets? Like, what the hell is happening?
and it sent me to Facebook for
Oh,
Raisinets.
because they don't even have raisinets in real life anymore.
Uh,
Well,
man,
again, though, like
no.
now I'd be like, yum. But as a child, I was like, what are you thinking? No one wants
Yeah,
this.
you got Yeah, you got to think as a child. Three
Yeah.
Musketeers should not be above Snickers. That
No.
should be up there with Milky Way.
Oh, these are in
It's like a Milky
order?
Way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
no, they fucked up. That's not how it goes.
Botch that.
Raisinets is above Snickers. What?
Yeah, I don't know about it. That's
No.
bad.
Yeah.
Somebody, I guess they're going all the way back throughout, you know, time. So maybe
I guess so.
Raisinets were.
Raisinets were real big
Hey,
in the
it
Depression
says right
era.
up here. It says you're not too cool for chocolate covered raisins. I promise. I mean, that's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're not too cool. So we got
I
the
might
Milk
be.
Duds. Yeah, we got
Yes.
Milk Duds.
Delicious.
That's a yes. People know Milk Duds. Oh yeah, that's a staple. Chocolate and caramel. I guess you can't go wrong with that.
It's pretty much.
Junior mints. Junior mints.
Again, now I'm cool with them. As a kid, I was like, no, why would you want mint? That is
Yeah, you
not
wouldn't want a
candy.
mint. Yeah, that's too grown up like.
Yeah. Old
Okay,
people
we
candy.
got caramel apple pops.
Was that? Oh, those were so good. Because it was like caramel around an apple flavored sucker. So it was
Oh,
like
okay, so
kind
these were
of, it
suckers.
wasn't chewy. It was like hard caramel around a apple sucker. They were really yummy.
Okay, yeah, green apple coated, rich creamy caramel, all packed. Okay, okay. So it's got the combination of tart. It's got some tartness in it as well to
Yeah,
cut
that was
through the
good.
sweetness. So that's what you're getting. Reese's Fast Break. Why the Fast Break?
Oh, because, yeah, what's in that? It's got the crisp, I guess, in it.
Yes, it looks like it's got the it's got the milk chocolate peanut butter. And it's got the nougat. You see, that's on here. The
Ah,
nougat.
the nougat.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
thing.
a yeah. Once you put the nougat in it, but it's over from there. Okay, I mean it's just
You've got me.
Airheads. Yeah, I didn't do Airheads.
I
It's
love
kind of like Laffy
Airheads.
Taffy. That
Airheads, I
sticky
feel like were
candy.
big at the same time that we were like eating Weilers and Kool-Aid powder just like out of the bag. For some reason,
Hmm.
like this was like the cool thing to do. I feel like that was when Airheads were also big.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
We got that hot tamales. You
Best
talked
all
about that
time.
earlier.
Yeah.
Hot tamales. That's if that was your bag. Reese's Pieces
Oh
should
yeah.
probably be close to number one.
Should be.
Um, yeah, with your goat candy should be Reese's, M&M's, Snickers, Hershey chocolate bar. I mean that should be. I don't know why. I don't know who made this list.
Who made this
Maybe they're
list?
not in order.
They're
Okay.
not. They can't be. York peppermint patties is
Yeah.
above Reese's Pieces. Like, no, that's not even realistic.
Nah, not York peppermint patties. That you definitely didn't want that when you were younger. A York peppermint patty, you like,
No.
ooh, like you said, you seen your grandma eating those.
Yeah. Be like, here you go, Grandma.
It's bad.
I got you.
Sour Patch Kids were big.
Pretty good.
Yep.
I'm into it.
Twizzlers. I don't know, man.
They're so good. What are you talking about?
Are they?
It's something about like plastic that's flavored as strawberry that is so delicious. I am like serious. Like it
Okay.
feels like I'm eating plastic. I feel like it tastes like plastic, and for some reason my brain is like, yes, this is so good, but it doesn't make
Okay.
sense.
It says it's a low fat snack too. I mean, I appreciate that. Uh,
Technically, just strawberry flavored plastic has no fat in it.
yeah, should that be a snack? I mean, should that be should it be called a snack? It's more of an
No.
indulgence. So what we got here?
Skittles.
Skittles. Okay,
Skittles are
Skittles. I'm down with that.
probably my favorite candy. Like they're addictive and I don't even know why. If you gave me like way too big of a bag of Skittles, I would probably eat the whole bag and not stop until it was gone.
You just go
It's
ahead and
not
eat
good.
all
I
of them.
don't buy them. Like I won't go near them because like there's something like really fucked up about Skittles and me.
She said they almost like possess me. I mean,
Yeah.
I become possessed. I
Well,
just
and
eat
then
them.
I saw like the freeze dried Skittles existed, and I was like, well, I have to try them. So I got a bag, and then I just like ate the whole bag at once. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like I have a problem.
Yeah, yeah. I should not get those anymore.
No,
Okay. So candy corn.
gross, dude. What? Who has ever liked it?
Candy corn.
You like it?
I want to say this is what my grandma always bought me. She bought me a
Yeah,
bag of candy corn,
and it was
like
gross.
always.
It's
Yeah, but
like
hey, that's what you would always get though. This is like a staple.
that's
Candy
true.
corn.
It's that, and then they
That's
started making
definitely
the
a
little
staple.
pumpkins that were like the same weird consistency, but they were like pumpkin shapes. It's like candy
Hmm.
corn with candy pumpkins. All that shit is so gross. I don't know.
You, yeah. I mean, it's not the best tasting stuff. We definitely know that. There's some stuff up here that's definitely better. What we got up here? Of course, candy corn, Tootsie Roll. Of
Tootsie
course,
Roll
Tootsie
staple.
Roll's a staple. Yep, that's. I mean, that's going to end up in your bag. Uh, okay, they got different Reese's Take Five. I mean,
That's
some
not
of
gonna
this stuff
be.
it won't even made whenever we were young, but that one's got the pretzels in it.
And I don't think anyone now is giving out Reese's Take Five for Halloween. I mean, we don't give out anything. We turn our lights off. We're not here on Halloween.
Yeah, yeah. Don't come up to the door, okay? Starburst, most
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
Starburst. We're down with Starburst.
Well, hold up. Is
All
that a
day, every
bag
day.
of like unwrapped tiny Starburst? Is that the thing that exists?
Yeah, yeah. Starburst minis. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up. See, I shouldn't know about this either. This could also
They're
be
fun
dangerous for
size.
me.
They're fun size, Lindsay.
That's
Uh,
so good.
Butterfinger. Okay, Butterfinger.
My sister used to microwave Butterfingers and then eat them. That was the tactic.
Oh, oh. After they were all sloppy,
Yeah, it was like to get it like all just goo,
sloppy
and then
and
she would
melted.
eat it. Yeah, I know. I was like, that's very creative. Very creative
Okay,
way to eat
okay. So
Butterfingers.
Butterfinger, Kit Kats.
Yep, that's
Kit
gonna be in the
Kats. Kit
bag.
Kats are okay. Kit Kats are a little bit of a basic bitch though. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's a little
They're
basic
pretty
bitch.
boring. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Snickers has so much more complexion to it.
Yeah.
I think we've went across some earlier on that had much more complexion to them.
Way more.
Kit
But
Kat, you just like, uh,
people are probably pretty plain though in general. Maybe people like plain stuff. Maybe we're like the weirdos over here that like the complexity. And they're like they just want their like straight up
yeah, let me
whatever.
get a
Kit
crisp
Kat.
wafer and some chocolate.
Kit Kat has a bunch of different flavors. When I was in China, they had Kit Kats that were like green tea. They had like blueberry Kit Kats and like weird flavors. And I was like, what? Why don't we get to have these Kit Kats? And I think now we do have a few here, but not like China had.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're like China has better Kit Kats than us. Like that doesn't even make sense. We made Kit Kat.
Well, just depending on where you go in the world, like they'll make different stuff for different countries. I'm
Yeah.
like even like so I play basketball shoes. Like I'll be like, man, where'd that colorway come from? Oh, they released them over there in Polynesia. I'm like, Polynesia?
Why?
I need to get a pair of those then. I
How
mean,
how do I buy things from Polynesia?
yeah, yeah. What kind of currency I got to have to get out with get the stuff out there? So we got Twix.
Classic.
Twix is classic, and then hey, Reese's, just a
Straight
straight
up.
up Reese's
Yeah.
peanut butter cup number one, and that should be number one.
That should be
Twix is
number
number
one.
2. So the top 3, Reese's, Twix, and Kit Kat. It should be like Snickers, Hershey. All those should be in the
Yeah.
top 5. So I don't know who did this list. I don't know who put York Peppermint Patty in the top 20.
Yeah.
New York
It should have been
Peppermint
the
Patty, but
last.
were you ever a kid, and did you ever actually do anything that kids do?
No.
Okay,
Like an AI
because
put
if
this
you put a
together based on pictures or something.
yeah,
Like not good.
if you put a York Peppermint Patty in the bag, that's definitely not getting ate.
No.
Like we know it's not getting ate. Like I won't even come near it. Uh,
But what a
so
crazy
there we go
holiday.
on the
For like, go out and get
yeah,
all the
man.
candy you can, just eat it all, and then get hella sick for like days in a row. You're like, what? Why? Why are we doing this?
Well, you see, I would never overload.
You would not?
I would never overload on candy.
Oh, see,
No, not me.
this fits with our lives though. Because like, you've never had like an addiction problem or drug abuse, and I have.
Mm-mm.
Like, I can't stop eating Skittles. You're good with like just eating a little bit of candy at a time. Like, we're different people.
Yeah. I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm good with it. Yeah, I feel okay about it too. So I want to bring this up. Halloween playlist. Okay, Halloween music
There's Halloween.
per se.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
The and now this is from the New York Post.
Monster Mash.
This is what the
This is all I got.
what the what the
Oh, Thriller.
sandwich.
Duh. Yeah.
Yeah, Thriller's got to be the number one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like straight up Halloween. Like
Yes.
I don't think there'll be another song ever. Well, we got this up here. Might have Sephoria come in 11-1. Um, but I don't think there'll ever be another song that tops this for Halloween time.
No way.
Thriller.
No. Michael Jackson is one of the coolest people ever. Also.
Well, he was multifaceted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Super
that's what
talented.
like he's one of the most creative dudes ever. Hey, it was weird. You know what I'm saying? And he had a whole lot of issues, and he had his doctor put him under
Lots of
so he could
issues.
sleep.
Aw.
But yeah, beyond that,
Beyond that, very talented
beyond
man.
that, when it came to music, he was the shit. Okay,
Oh yeah.
there's just no doubt about it. Man sold some records, but so we got Rockwell. Somebody's watching me.
That's a Halloween song? I
I
guess.
feel like it's a. I mean,
Slightly creepy.
2024 playlist. That's what this is from Chuck Arnold. This is what he feel like. This is what he's
Okay.
grooving to. So
Okay.
I'm gonna feel like somebody's watching me. Okay.
Yeah.
So Rockwell. Everybody
I
knows
got
it's
you.
a classic song.
Yeah.
Definitely classic. Okay.
If you would have like asked me, is this a Halloween song? I'd be like, no. But I get like it's kind of creepy. Somebody's watching you. Yeah.
Right. So the creepy vibes. So we're gonna pick up this Ray Parker Jr. Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah. Who you gonna
Yeah,
call?
I
Ghostbusters.
can,
Yeah.
yeah, I can go with that. Now I don't know this one right here. Casey and the Sunshine Band. I'm your boogeyman. I
That's
think
not.
that's talking about dancing.
Yeah, that's not a boogeyman. Come on. That doesn't belong on this list. Hungry like the wolf? No.
Yeah, Duran Duran. I
It's
don't know
not.
that song.
It's not scary. It's like, he's like, it's a love song. He's like, I'm after you. I'm hungry like the wolf. Like, I want some.
Oh,
This is
okay.
not a scary song. No, this does not belong on this list.
Yeah, it might be a bad list. You got TLC Creep.
What? Why would that be on this
That's
list?
about cheating.
This guy sucks.
Yeah,
He's
that's what I was
not good
saying.
at this.
Like he hit Thriller, and then he's just like he almost let go of the rope. He said, "Shit, I'm just gonna put up here what I like."
For
Lady
real.
Gaga, Monster. I haven't seen that or heard that one.
I don't know, but anything she does is scary because she's just a terrifying being. She's filled
Yeah,
with
she is a
demons, like,
scary
let's
human
be
being.
honest.
Okay. Billie Eilish, Bury a Friend. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. Have you seen? I don't know if this is the one, but there's a video where they're like stabbing her with like a bunch of vaccines and she's like on puppet strings. And like, that's a creepy song. If that's the song they're talking about, I agree. It is a Halloween song for sure. Like, it's
Y-
like her poor life.
probably is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's definitely a different type of human being. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Beyonce, Haunted.
Again, she's filled with demons. So, like, yes, probably everything she's doing is terrifying.
Okay, well there we go. So
Yeah. She is haunted.
Olivia Rodrigo, Vampire.
I don't even know what
Okay.
that I don't even know who that is
I've
or
heard
what's
that
out there.
song before. Okay, we got the Cranberry Zombie. I think that's
That's
talking
cool.
about bombing folk.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
guess that
it's
could be a little
about
scary.
zombies, but yeah. It's got the creepy vibes.
Okay, Rolling Stone Sympathy for the Devil. Is that one?
Yes. Yeah. It's still, again, it's not like
Okay.
a creepy sounding song. It's not scary, but like I guess
But look at these dudes. They look like vampires
gay.
almost. I mean, they look vampiric in
They're
nature.
vampires are gay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
it. They don't
that
even
was
have
theirs.
Monster Mash. This is a bad list.
Yeah, you would figure that would be you would have a better list than that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see, top horror songs. Okay, so what we
Are these
got here? Man, all of these are just straight from. Okay, you got Monster Mash right there.
Oh, see?
But a lot of these, well, the thing is, a lot of people haven't made quote unquote horror songs
Yeah.
per
Like
se, except for Michael Jackson.
right. And even a Monster Mash is like a kid's song. It's not
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like it's goofy, not
Oh,
scary.
so here, oh, we got another one right there. Hey, somebody had somebody's watching me. They had
That's
that. They had
number
that on there
one.
all the time. Hopefully not number one. Maybe they just. This is in no order. Sometimes they say that. Uh, let's see. Fresh Blood. I don't know about that one. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Halloween by Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn
Okay.
Manson
Well, I
wrote
mean,
that for. I just watched The Nightmare Before Christmas for the first time
yeah,
ever.
it's Marilyn Manson.
Wow.
Yeah.
That song's pretty catchy.
Hey, Vampire again, Olivia
Again.
Rodrigo. So there it is. Oh, I know. Yeah, I remember this damn song. You're a bloodsucker, fame fucker. Yeah, I.
Uh-huh.
Stranger Things Are Happening Every Day by Yola.
But it says Elvis.
Yeah, I'm
What
not
even
sure
is
about that.
Yola? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. Goo Goo Muck.
Goo Goo Muck. Ooh, you know
Yeah,
what's
it looks
creepy?
weird though.
I just
Yeah, it looks weird.
first.
Disturbia.
Wow,
Well,
I
I
didn't even
mean,
know.
okay.
She
Still
is
holds
really
up as a
beautiful.
Halloween banger. Yeah, yeah, but
With an Intel AI PC, AI assistants help save you time with AI powered tech.
That commercial is scary.
oh, something was just talking. Did you hear it talking?
Yeah, I was like, ah.
Yeah, let me get off that screen. They're bad for Halloween stuff. So I think we got a market here, Lindsay. I think we
Yeah.
just need to figure out how to corner this market, the Halloween market, almost like the Spirit Halloween and what's the other one? Halloween Express.
I don't know
Which Spirit
Halloween Express.
Halloween? Yeah. Oh, you don't have Halloween Express?
I guess not. We have Spirit Halloween
Okay, so Halloween Express is the same thing as Spirit. They only show up,
uh,
in the Halloween season,
in
like a month before.
abandoned
But I think Spirit, yeah, in
spaces.
abandoned
Yeah.
buildings. But I think Spirit Halloween's going to do a Christmas now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
I
they're
mean,
going to do
that just
Christmas
makes
as well.
sense if they just like swap out every holiday and just have like a store full of cheap crap for the holiday. It would make sense.
Okay. So we can't get out of here without showing people some costumes. We definitely got to show people some costumes. I got one right here that I thought was very interesting. Um and there's a woman who made her a Chucky outfit. Now Lindsay. Now, we do know that Halloween is the season where it's okay for women to dress completely provocatively, almost naked,
Yes.
and be out in public. All
Yes.
right. Now, I'm speaking in these terms as when I was growing up, when I was a younger age, that's the opportunity women took to actually show off their assets. Now they just do it all the time.
That's true.
You know, yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
that's just the cheeks are hanging out,
Yes.
tits, cheeks, everything hanging out. But it used to be that we reserved that time for Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what he reserved it to.
The
So I'm
sluttiest
not I'm
time
not
of the
sure.
year.
Yeah, I'm not sure who opened up that floodgate. Who said, you know what, Halloween will give you a pass. You know, and all of them were taking it. It's just like uh, they would just jump right on board. You know what I'm saying? And
Everybody.
they would try to find the sexiest outfit, and it didn't matter the weight, your weight, size, it none of that
That's
matters.
true.
You just we're just gonna get it done.
We're
But
body
I've
positive
got a
on
young
Halloween.
yeah, there we go. But we've got a young lady up here. She made herself a Chucky Halloween costume. Okay. But she used her period blood for the costume though.
Oh, I hate her. I have such a
You,
violent response to you. What is wrong with you?
yeah. Now of course this was in a more of a sexy or supposed sexy Halloween. You see, she's got her butt cheeks out, but I'm not sure why. Okay, so if you came up to her, you were like, "Oh man, I mean, it looks like you really went all out for this costume." It's like you almost look like you got real blood. She's like, "Yeah, it is real blood." I was like, "Oh, what do you get like blood from like steaks or stuff?" No, it's my period blood, and then
Ugh.
you just like instantly fall out.
You just barf on her. I think you're allowed to punch people who have real blood on them in public.
Yeah,
That's my new
yeah. So
rule.
this is. She looks like she's probably about 5 foot. Like she
Dude,
looks like short.
well, unfortunately, she would kick my ass. Look at how thick she is. Like, damn, girl.
Oh
So
yeah.
I guess
Okay, so
she's
this is what
allowed
she
to wear
looks like in real
period
life.
blood because she could kill anyone who has anything to say about it.
Yeah, I guess that would be the case. That could be the case. But I'm just like, maybe period blood's a little much.
Oh
Okay.
God,
M-
it's so
maybe
vile.
that's yeah, maybe that's a little much. I've got another one up here I'm about to pull up, and it has to do with our favorite guy, uh, Mr. Diddy. Okay. And oh, here we go. I got it right here. I'm about to pull it up, and they were some people were calling this particular person despicable for wearing this Diddy costume for Halloween. But the thing is, the reason why they call it despicable, pretty much because it's a white dude that's blackface.
Uh,
So, so, so he's P Diddy and that's baby oil with him. So,
oh,
I
that's just
mean,
clever.
yeah, that's clever. Yeah, but hey, Lindsay, you know what the deal is. Was it cultural appropriation, blackface? That stuff is frowned upon.
Dude, we should just have like that is the thing now. Like every white person has to wear blackface for every Halloween. Just to like desensitize, just so it's no longer ever can be seized upon as a problem for people. Hey, Justin Trudeau can
Yeah,
do it, so can you.
yeah. This is true. Then they show P Diddy later on down here, but I mean, I thought it was pretty genius. I mean, got his girl with him. That's my baby oil right
Like
there.
that's
It
funny.
said
Yeah.
it said we getting right.
It's
And
topical. It's fresh.
yeah. I don't see any issues with it. Now, of course, you know, I'm assuming that probably right now on college campuses it's as woke as it can be.
Which is all the
Um,
better. Go get it. This is like the best costume you could wear. Everyone will pay attention to you.
yeah, they kind of stick it to them.
Yeah.
So here we go. Twitter had a running feed of some of these,
Oh
and I
no.
thought some of these were actually pretty good. So
That's
this is
clever.
Carrie.
Yeah.
You remember that movie Carrie?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
Okay.
good one. That's a great
Yep.
costume.
Yep. So that I mean, I'm assuming that she's got some type of pole that goes into her back
Right.
to keep that suspended. But yeah, that one's pretty wild right there.
That's pretty wild.
Uh, what about this one? Vincent Van Gogh and Starry Night Painting.
That's pretty cute. Except those kids weren't like, you know what I want to be, mommy? I want to be Vincent Van Gogh. Like that's kind of annoying.
So,
The kid didn't even get to have fun.
so you think that was definitely set up by the parents?
These are like the same parents who make their kids be trans. Like they're just like, you're here for
Uh,
my gratification.
this is true.
Do what I want,
This is
be what I
true.
want.
This is true.
That sucks.
Okay, so we got the Never Ending Story
Oh
Halloween
God.
costume.
I just saw that earlier. I was like, this kid isn't nearly traumatized enough to be doing this costume. Like that moment in this
Yeah,
movie
this is actually a little weird.
is pretty weird.
This is actually a little weird. Okay.
You can't be that
So we
happy
got
while Artax is dying.
yeah.
Come on.
All right, Cruella Deville.
Oh, that's adorable. The little
Cruella
one's
Deville.
just screaming.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's about perfect.
It is.
Okay, so we got working camera Halloween costume. So look, the camera actually works.
What? That's amazing. Yeah, dude, that's
Yeah,
pretty
so
cool.
that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he's blackface too. I don't know. He probably should look into that. We've got Golem,
Oh,
the Precious,
creepy. Yeah,
the Precious, Lord of the Rings.
that's pretty creepy.
Let's see. Oh, Headless Horseman.
And a real horse. That's pretty awesome. The dedication is high. I can
Yeah,
appreciate that. Yeah, dude, that's
yeah.
rad.
Like you have to be careful with that though. Like, cause somebody couldn't see you coming like that, they might
Freak
decide that some,
out.
some shit's going down.
Yeah. It's the apocalypse.
Okay, so we got Shrek.
That's pretty good. He's definitely a Shrek. I mean, he chose an
So,
outfit that fits him.
man, so you pulled it off perfectly. Okay, you pulled it
Perfect.
off perfectly. We've got a sports trophy Halloween.
Clever. That's high commitment too. Like you're putting some sort of toxic element all over your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very high commitment. And we got Ronald McDonald.
Oh, that is so creepy. Wow. Yeah, like that would
Yeah,
actually scare me if I saw that in public. I'd be like, I'm leaving now.
yeah, and but then you got the aliens from God, what's that movie?
Oh, Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
it is. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
this
like
one's actually
demonic Ronald
wild.
holding the head of good Ronald. Oh, I've killed Ronald.
Okay. Okay, yin and yang.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I mean, like, I hope they don't have to stand like that all night everywhere they go, but that's pretty cool.
Dude, I know that he's a good foot and a half taller than her.
At least. I like 2 feet,
I mean,
yeah.
but he's tall, bud. Okay. Okay, we got the T-1000 robot
Oh, that's
from
awesome.
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Terminator 2.
His eye.
Chucky. Hell, I thought that was Chucky.
No, that's creepy. That's too creepy. You can't have someone the same size as actual Chucky playing Chucky.
Yeah, man, you need to be careful with that. Hell, I thought it was. I
You
was like,
just
is that a
kick it.
doll? Is that a person? Okay. All right. Here we go. Black and white. Black and white color world.
Oh, that's cool. Again, painting every inch of your skin in color is intense to me.
Yeah, that is intense. You got to have dedication. What's this? Henry the Eighth.
Again,
Okay.
like cool is high class stuff here. I just like I don't think either of those kids even knows what's going on. They're just like, I don't know, my parents like put me in this
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We got Michael Myers. I mean, this Michael
Little
Myers is a
tiny.
G with his Crocs on.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is.
he bouncing around.
That's
I mean, ready
hilarious.
to get it.
Oh, okay. I just remembered
Okay.
this. One of our friends' kids was trying on his Halloween costume for this year a little bit early, like a month ago, and he
Mhm.
ran out and he and we're like, oh, he's just like head to toe covered in just like black fabric. Just a full everywhere. You can't see anything but black fabric. We're like, oh, what are you? And he's like, I'm a black man. We're like,
Black man.
I think you're something else, but like, yeah.
But we'll
was
take
pretty
it. We'll take
adorable.
black man for the
Take
win.
black man, yeah.
Let's see. Witch burning at the stake.
Damn, that's dark.
Yeah, I mean, okay. You walk around like that the whole time. Oh, damn, she's climbing out the TV. That's the ring.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh, she
Holy
fit in
shit,
there.
dude. Yeah, that's dedication right there too.
Yeah.
That looks like that's at like a cosplay.
She like studied the movements. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was actually perfect. Oh, damn, Last of Us. Dude.
Gross. He's just growing mushrooms, oyster mushrooms.
Yeah, so that's the premise of The Last of Us. That's this zombie apocalypse. It's a fungus that actually
Oh,
infects people.
that would
Yeah,
be
so
what
it's
it
a
would
fungus.
be. Yeah, that would make
Hmm.
sense. That's a good one.
And there's an actual fungus in the world right now that actually infects ants and takes over their body to
Right.
spread more fungus into the colony.
Which is wild as fuck. So you can eat psychedelic mushrooms and their consciousness affects your consciousness, or you can get taken over by a fungus and be like
Mm-hmm.
marched around like a little puppet.
Mm-hmm.
Mushrooms are crazy.
Yep. So we got that was our Halloween costumes right there. Lindsay, what was did you have a favorite costume that you wore when you were
My
younger?
Well, I have two. I have one when I was really young, and then one as like an adult. So when I was really young, I was a pumpkin, and it was just a
Mm-hmm.
giant orange bag stuffed with like leaves or something. But I loved it. That was like my favorite. And then as an adult, I was in the Middle East, and we were doing like a Halloween party for like all the expats. So because they obviously don't have like the same Halloween stuff there, so we were doing like a white people's Halloween basically over there. So there's no costumes, there's no spirit Halloween, like there's nothing, right? You have to just like make something out of whatever. And so
Mm-hmm.
me and the guy I was with I was the receptacle. We made like a box that like sat on the front of me, and I was the receptacle for the plug-in, and then he had like the
Okay.
plug coming out of him, so it was like male female. We had like cords all over us. So that was fun, just because
Got
we
you.
had to
So
come up with something with like
that was
no.
dedication, right? That was
Yeah,
dedication,
we
right?
had to create
Okay.
it out of like whatever we had, so that was kind of fun.
Okay. So I mean, I was just a ninja when I was young. That was it. And I
That
actually, when
sounds
I
it.
grew up, I wanted to become a ninja for like my job. Um,
Yes.
it didn't work out, but
No. Not
I
yet.
had high
Keep
dreams.
dreaming.
Yeah,
Keep going.
I had dreams.
You.
But then from there, when I was in college, I would just dress as a black guy.
I love it. You're like, what?
Yeah, I would have
I
my
am dressed
I
up,
had
you
my
assholes.
yeah, I had my FUBU pants. I would sag them a little bit. I had my long white T-shirt. I had my
Ah,
FUBU jacket. I put my do rag on and had my hat kind of cocked sideways. You know, I was in there.
you did. You did
It's
like
like
the
so.
actual black thing.
See,
That's rad.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
from the streets. I'm from the streets. So yeah, that was kind of my thing. But of course now, when you're in college, Halloween's just like another time to get drunk.
yeah.
Um, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So we appreciate everybody for being out
Wait.
with us on this Halloween night. I'm not closing out yet, but
Oh,
I'll
okay.
let you. You can go ahead. Yeah. I've got something I'm gonna end up closing on, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, maybe
Say
you're
what you're
gonna
gonna say.
already do it. I don't want to. I don't want to steal your
No, I'm
thunder.
not. No, you ain't
Okay.
gonna steal my thunder.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
know.
just.
I
I
know you're
just.
not.
Okay. I just saw today that Joe Biden came out with Jill, and Jill was dressed as a panda for some reason for Halloween. And then Joe Biden was also like biting babies like left and right. Like he's already like so weird with children all the time because he's a pedophile, but uh he's like seriously, people were like, here's a baby, and he was like, "Arr, arr," like eating that. I mean, like, it's kind of, if it was the only time he'd ever done something like that, you'd be like, okay, whatever. But like he's constantly sniffing and like licking and eating and touching children. And you're just like, what is wrong with this guy? And then his wife is dressed as a panda, which is like the darkest symbol if you ever have looked into any kind of satanic ritual abuse. Panda is like the worst symbol of all.
Oh,
So
okay. I didn't know that.
yeah. So like really dark. And you could look at it and be like, oh, I don't know, she's like a panda and it's cute and he's just like, interacting with babies. Or you could like know the background on all of that and be like, this is the creepiest thing I've ever seen actually. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
their
So that's
Halloween.
what he did today.
Yeah.
That's what he did today,
Yeah.
and they filmed it
Yeah.
for other people to see.
Yes. And now
Okay.
everyone's talking about this.
Yeah, you usually not supposed to film that type of stuff. I'm trying to help these people out a little bit,
I know.
because I preferred it whenever they just did the stuff in the shadows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
So we
just
don't know.
trickling out in the open. I'm just like, hey, man, just do that stuff behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
want to know.
We need to bring the temperature in the room, bring it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So
At a
yeah.
good resting rate, and then we can be there.
Yeah.
Uh, but as I said, we appreciate everybody for being out here with us tonight. I know a lot of people are out probably drinking, partying, having a Halloween party. If you catch this on the back end, it'll be on podcast platforms. It's going to be on of the Rogue Ways channels. We were able to simulcast on multiple Rumble channels. So hey, that's always a good thing. But this day, the 31st of October, is also another day for something else, and I didn't realize this, okay, until I ran across it on TikTok. And I don't know if anybody else is participating in this. But I'm gonna let this particular video play out right now and let this young lady explain what this day
If
is.
you weren't aware, it is in fact Pumpkin Pounder Day on the 31st of October this year, formerly known as Halloween, but we've now rebranded it to Pumpkin Pounder Day. Why is this? That's a great question, and I'm going to answer every single question you've got right now. Pumpkin Pounder Day is a day to essentially pound a pumpkin, save a ginger, if you know what I'm saying. Well, as the founder of the Pumpkin Pounder Committee, I am here to tell you. And essentially, redheads are a dying breed. We're going extinct because no one is breeding with us. So what did I do? I came up with a day where we all have to pound pumpkins and therefore create more gingers for the planet Earth, and world domination is occurring with every pound of a pumpkin. More gingers, more life. That's what I say. I tend to think that if there's more gingers on this planet Earth, I truly think the world will turn better. It will turn better. It will actually save the planet. And look, this is your reminder to get out there, pound a pumpkin, save a ginger.
So there it is.
I thought she was going to say like gingers like are colloquially referred to as pumpkins, and so is that what she's saying?
No, she's saying go fuck a redhead.
That's what I thought, but then I was like, wait, are you actually
That's
saying
what-
to like
no,
fuck a
no, yeah,
pumpkin?
no. She's
Okay.
she's definitely saying go fuck a redhead today
Okay.
and get them
Pumpkin.
pregnant
All right.
today.
This is the day. So then all the
Well, you see, I
gingers
don't.
in the future will be born what, in like April or so? No, that's way too soon.
Ooh.
May. We'll have a bunch of May gingers.
Yeah, that could be the case. But you see, I don't think she said create more gingers, but you see, somebody like me, it wouldn't do me any good. Like you, like we wouldn't create a ginger.
You get a red bone.
They would be non-ginger. Like
Ginger-esque. Dark
you know, I
gingers.
heard yeah, red. I heard something. Let me know if it's true. They said redheads create more vitamin D
Really?
naturally.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
I could see why, because man, if they out in the sun for 2 seconds, they're gonna burn the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like their skin's gonna turn to leather and char.
There's a reason why we have like a weird cultural thing about gingers and like not really trusting them or seeing them as the same as the rest of us, and it's because they actually do have like a higher rate. Again, this isn't like studyable really, but like over
Hmm.
time it seems like there are actually more gingers that have different like psychic abilities or like magic abilities or like things that the scientific realm isn't so great at studying anyway so far. The gingers have a higher rate of that. So it is interesting, and that perhaps also there's a higher rate of Rh negative blood amongst the gingers. So there is
Oh, okay,
something going on there. Like, I'm not
okay.
anti-ginger.
Hey,
Maybe
hey, I
gingers are
mean,
descended from the gods.
that could be the case.
So
That
pound
could
a
be the case.
ginger.
And yeah, and she's trying to save them. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
today's your day. Well, you're running out of time. Um, but I'm pretty sure they'll take it. If it's a day later or a day early, I think they'll still take it. All right.
Yeah, if it's
She
the
just
like
wants to save her
same
kind.
night of partying, it's okay if you go into the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought that was really. I just ran across it on TikTok like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "There's no way that she's saying it." Yeah, she is saying this.
She is, yeah.
She's saying, "Go knock up a ginger on Halloween." I
The
said, "Okay,
gingers
there we
need
go."
you. You're doing your sacred duty.
Yeah, there you go. Well, actually, a lot of the world needs you at the moment because supposedly our numbers for babies are diminishing quickly.
It's
So
like, but like, can we have it both ways? Can we be like, oh, we're so overpopulated and also no one's procreating, everyone go procreate? Like, which one is it?
yes, yeah, you're right. It's like,
Make up your mind.
yeah, they're hitting on all cylinders. So we appreciate everybody being with us tonight this Halloween. I appreciate Lindsay for stepping up, stepping in, filling in for Corey. You
Pro
know what I'm saying?
Halloween.
We was able to do. I know she usually does a show, and she was still able to do a show dual. We
Yeah.
did a dual
You
show.
made it easier for me. I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah,
I
that
like
way. Yeah,
that.
yeah, because we depend on her for day zero, no doubt about it. She is the hostess with the mostest. She's got the skills. She's got the content, you know, and then we kind of fire off from there. So we kind of take her lead. When she's not there, they leave it up to me. And then, but now it gets out of hand. Okay,
I love it.
that's when things start. That's when things start getting out of hand.
You're
So,
like, when are you
so
gonna
of
come
course,
back,
mhm.
Lindsay? They can't do it without you. I'm like, don't worry, it'll be
Exactly,
fine.
exactly. I mean, but yeah. So of course we'll be back this Sunday, day zero. Okay, so make sure you're checking us out there. For the people who are looking at us on YouTube and Rumble and Twitter who may not know who Lindsay is, Lindsay, just give them a little background where they can find you.
You can find me at rogueways.org. I do actually have another, I think this is my fourth or something, fledgling YouTube channel. You can actually find me at Lindsey Scharmyn on YouTube. I'm on Twitter at, you don't even bother, just search for Lindsey Scharmyn, try to find me. You can see if you can. But otherwise,
Hmm.
rogueways.org is the place to go for all of my stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, we're gonna see y'all on Sunday, day zero, and then of course we're going to have a special Beyond the
Election.
Cube slash Day Zero episode on Election Day.
Yeah.
So me and Corey will be kicking that thing off early, and Lindsay be coming in later. We'll see if
Yeah.
Charlie will be able to make it that night. But Lindsay will be coming in later, so it'll be me and Corey spewing shenanigans. And if things get boring, I'll just start talking about like random sex things maybe.
Yeah.
So
And I'll be there by the
if the
time we're
blowout
like,
early.
or well, I'll be there before we're finding out who officially wins. So it'll be
Well, maybe
interesting.
maybe it's gonna take them a while to count. They already said that.
Oh, true. Yeah. We're
They already
so
said that.
stupid.
This Maricopa County, they said, man, our counter's broke already. All right.
Yeah.
I seen the thing in Kentucky today where somebody was trying to hit the damn button for Donald Trump and it wouldn't let him hit it.
Really?
Like he kept hitting it.
Dude, there's already
And
so
then
many
it
shenanigans.
selected Kamala Harris.
Oh my
I thought
god.
everything was supposed to be a paper ballot where you manually filled
Yeah.
it out. I didn't know they had the computer screens.
I don't like that at all. Well, yeah, and then they've already leaked they've already said they leaked all the like passwords to all the Dominion voting machines. So like, so what?
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
We
Thanks, guys.
appreciate that. Yeah,
Oh.
so hey, make sure you rep us. Make sure you share it on all your socials. That's how we get out and about amongst the crowd. When y'all share, we depend on y'all as well. There's only so much we can do because we're broke ass ninjas and we ain't got money for marketing. So uh, no extra money anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Discretionary funds. So yeah, we appreciate everybody who helps us out in that way. And this will also be on the Rogue Way podcast as well.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
send that. So so if you want to check that out there, make sure that you go to Lindsey Sharman's and that one's Rogue Ways as well, right? For your podcast
Yep, on Apple Podcasts
as
or
well.
wherever you're getting your podcast, Rogueways is where it's at.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so we appreciate everybody tonight from Boy HQ420 from our special guest, Miss Lindsey Sharman. We'll catch y'all on the next Beyond the Cube. Day zero, Beyond the Cube. We'll catch you on all of it. Peace out.
I guess. Is it good?
Loading, screen.